Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is laili azizah Agustin. I'm from the basic class. In this video, I will read methods of education East versus West. A teacher from a Western country recently visited an elementary school in an Asian country. In one class, he watched 60 young children as they learned to draw a cat. The teacher drew a big circle on the blackboard, and 60 children it copied it on their papers. The teacher drew a smaller circle on top of the first and then put two triangles on top of it. The children drew in the same way. The lesson continued until were 61 identical cats in the classroom. Each student's cat looked exactly like the one on the board. The visiting teacher watched the lesson and was surprised. The teaching methods were very much different from the way of teaching in her own country. A children's art lesson in her own country produced a roomful of unique pictures, each one completely different from the others. Why? What what causes this difference in educational methods in a classroom in any country? The instructor teaches more than art of history or language. He or she also teach culture, the ideas and beliefs of that society. Each educational system is a mirror that reflects the culture of the society. In a society such as the United States or Canada, which has many national, religious, and then cultural differences, people highly value individualism, the differences between people. Teachers place a lot of importance on the qualities that make each student special. The educational system in these countries show these values. Students do not memorize information. Instead, they work individually and find answers themselves. There is often discussion in the classroom. At an early age, students learn to form their own ideas and opinions. In most Asian societies, by contrast, the people have the same language, history, and then culture. Perhaps for this reason, the educational system in much of the Orient reflects society's belief in group goals and purpose rather than individualism. Children in China, Japan, and Korea often work together and help each other on assignments. In the classroom, the teaching methods are often very formal. The teacher lectures and then the students listen. There is no much discussion. Instead, the students recite rules or information that they have to memorize. There are advantages and disadvantages to both of the systems of education. For example, one advantage to the system in Japan is that students there learn much more math and science than American students learn by the end of high school. They also study more hours each day and more days each year than North Americans do. The system is difficult, but it prepares students for a society that values discipline and self-control. There is, however, a disadvantage. Memorizing is an important learning method in Japanese schools. Yet many students say that after an exam they forget much of the information that they have memorized. The advantage of the educational system in North America, on the other hand, is that students learn to think for themselves. The system prepares for a society that values creative ideas. There is, however, a disadvantage when students graduate from high school. They haven't memorized as many basic rules and facts as students in other countries have. Okay, so according to the journal in Google Scholar, The title is Creativity is and West, Perspectives and Parallels. And then uh, according to the article from Compasiana, the title Methods of Education East versus West Educational System in United States or Canada. And last article, Method of Education East versus West. Okay, I think that's all. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.